Hey guys, Mensch here. Today I'm going to show you a track. I decided to make something like a copy of a track by SUNGYOO called Feel It, and then I decided to use just main synth, and I decided to make my own thoughts, my own track here, and I decided to make it more melodic, more melodic than this track. So let's listen to the track and I'll explain what I used here.
I free my mind, leave them bells alone. I take a jog from my body's wrong. I find any way to get high off vapors. I free my mind, leave them bells alone. I take a jog from my body's wrong. I find any way to get high off vapors.
Okay, track sounds like that, and as you see, I used the structure of this track called Feel It. We have two breakdowns and two drops. The track length is something about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, something like that. I decided to add something like an intro here, and as I said, this track sounds like that. By the way, I'll leave the link in the description. You can listen to it to the full track. As you hear, we have more tech house breakdowns, and this track doesn't have a lot of instruments in the breakdown, and we have something like a more simpler drop here. Yeah, we don't have any atmosphere elements, but I decided to add them. Yeah, and as you know, my projects will upload. I'm uploading all my projects to Patreon and Boosty. Maybe you want to make a track like that. Don't forget to change this melody of this synth lead plug, because I copied it from this track. The rest instruments and synths, it's more made more exclusively, something like that. So let me explain what I used in the rhythm section. We have not so many instruments there. We have a kick. I decided to use two kicks here. yes, it sounds more unique because we have two different sounds. We have here 3 loops. It's a more simpler loop, and we have something like a loop with a percussion. Something like that. And I decided to use filter in the breakdown. Yeah, something like that. So we have the bass section. We have sub bass and we have mid bass here. What about lead synths, etc.? It's the most interesting thing in this track. I decided to use a few synths to make this lead more interesting. So we have the main lead. It sounds like a bass or something. We have this synth. I really like how it sounds. Yeah, it's something like remind me a track by Vloir or other melodic bass house tracks. We have this one. This synth reminds me old Björk tracks. Sounds also really good. And we have here a synth. Something like octave higher here. I decided to copy this lead, and if we paste it, we can see that we have this note here. It's something like a copy note. I don't know how to explain, right? But we have something like more dry synth, and then we have more reverb synth. And it sounds really good because we have something like a double synth with a reverb, and it sounds really good. Yes, something like that. Also we have a step. Yeah, I really like these steps. It reminds me something like deep house. Yeah. It's something like a chopped vocal booster. I decided to use this loop from Splice. I like how it sounds, and as you see, we don't have any chords here. We don't have chord progression or something. We just have something like a straight note, something like a G minor, and that's it. But the rest instruments give this atmosphere in the track, because we have a lot of reverb on some plugs, and this stab as well. I decided to use just a small cut of this loop and make something like a fade in, and together it sounds really cool. We have these effects in the between the drops, something like a laser, and something like a melody. Also we have some effects here, this clap effects. Also we have other clap effects. We have noise. I decided to use noise from the beginning of the drop instead of a crash, Yeah, I like how it sounds with the noise. We have raise bass, something like sounds something like an octave, and with the soft slide. I really like how it sounds. It's something like back in the days, if we hear some slap house tunes or something like Lithuania HQ label, these old wrist basses that sounds with these slides up and down. I think it sounds cool. We have a plug, something like arpeggio, and I decided to use this thing with the vocals in the second breakdown. It's something like riser, and I decided to use two vocals here. I free my mind, leave them bells around. I take a draw from my bottles wrong. Something like a double vocals, sounds really cool. We have down lifter, crash, reverse crash, snare roll, and riser. Yeah, and then I decided to use the second drop, more interesting. We have here an original track, something like that. We don't have bass drums here, just one bass drum, and then bass drum returns. Yeah, I decided to make it more interesting. I decided to make it for 2 bars here. Also we have one kick here and something like a double kick. It's something like a fill. Yeah, and we have here these instruments. Yeah, to make this part more full, more interesting, I decided to use crash here, but here we have also a noise. And we have here something like a pause. I decided to cut every sound here. We have here just claps in and kick. Something like we have more melodic elements, and then we are back to the drop, like the first drop, something like that. So tell me, what do you think about this track? Maybe you wanted to change something, I don't know. Anyway, feel free to check the links in the description. I leave the links to my Patreon and Boosty. You can easily download this project and make your own version. I don't know. So let me know in the description, in the comment section, your thoughts. So Mensch was here. Bye bye, guys.